Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you will bear with my voice. I am here today to present the report of the High Commissioner for Human Rights, updating the database of business enterprises involved in certain activities in the Israeli settlements as mandated by this Council. The Council mandated the creation and updating of a database of business enterprises involved in one or more of 10 listed activities in Israeli settlements. This work was to be done in close consultation with the working group on the issue of human rights and transnational corporations and other business enterprises. The last comprehensive update covered the period up to 1 August 2019. The reporting period for this update therefore runs from 2 August 2019 to 30 April 2025. The report is based on an established methodology drawn from the guiding principles on business and human rights, on technical assessments, and on factual determinations. The guiding principles remain the key framework for assessing the potential involvement of companies in the activities falling within the scope of this mandate. Those activities include supplying equipment and materials that facilitate the construction of illegal settlements and the demolition of houses and property of Palestinians. They include surveillance activities, the use of natural resources for business purposes, and the pollution and dumping of waste in Palestinian villages. Throughout its work, our office has been guided by the principles of independence, impartiality, and objectivity. Mr. President, in preparing this update, our office issued a public call for inputs in May 2024. We received 733 submissions involving allegations of the potential involvement of 596 business enterprises in the listed activities. With the resources available, we were able to analyze and fully assess allegations of the potential involvement of 215 companies in listed activities, including the 97 listed in the 2023 update. These 215 companies were alleged to be conducting business activities with a direct physical link to land, such as construction, real estate, mining, or quarrying. We are continuing to assess the other 381 companies and will duly report on them. Out of the 215 business enterprises reviewed, the office found reasonable grounds to believe that 158 were involved in one or more of the listed activities during the assessment period. For 7 of the enterprises listed in the 2023 update, we found that involvement had since ceased and therefore removed them from the database. A business enterprise may be removed if credible information shows it is no longer involved in the activities that justified its inclusion. Most of the business enterprises listed are domiciled in Israel. The others are based in Canada, China, France, Germany, Luxembourg, the Netherlands, Portugal, Spain, the United Kingdom, and the United States. The database is available on our website. In the interest of promoting transparency and dialogue, we will also post communications from companies requesting to have their comments shared publicly. For the purposes of future updates, our office will only review determinations of involvement when we receive reliable new information. Mr. President, this report is designed as a tool to inform states, business enterprises, and other stakeholders that there are reasonable grounds to believe that a company is involved in one or more of the listed activities and to assist companies in complying with their responsibilities under international law. The report urges business enterprises to take action to address the adverse impact of their activities on human rights and to provide for remediation. It underscores the due diligence responsibility of business enterprises, in particular when they are operating in areas affected by conflict. The methodology used is one that is globally applicable. The report also emphasizes the duty of states to ensure that companies in their territory or subject to their jurisdiction do not contribute to serious human rights violations or abuses, particularly in areas affected by conflict. Our office has informed all the business enterprises that were screened that we had received allegations about their potential involvement in the listed activities and invited them to provide relevant information. Many have indeed taken this opportunity. Since the presentation of the previous report last year, my office has actively engaged with 14 member states, 38 business enterprises, and 22 other stakeholders, and we remain open to constructive dialogue. We call on member states, business enterprises, and other stakeholders to make constructive use of this update and to uphold their human rights obligations and responsibilities. Thank you very much.